Freewoods Farm is a living farm museum near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that demonstrates how freed people farmed in the early days of Reconstruction.
What we try to do here at Freewoods Farm is to farm essentially the way they did, with mules and plows and hoes and rakes. We plant essentially the same thing they planted.
Freewoods Farm was created by members of the Freewoods community, descendants of freed people who were able to buy their own land.
Some newly freed slaves from Longwoods Plantation and Richmond Hill plantations were able to obtain land in this community because of three white persons who made small tracts of land available right along the Waccamaw River. We know where they were located. My great-grandfather owned one of them. They were to pay for these tracts of land over a period of time with rice.
Here you have formerly enslaved people who have the opportunity to actually own property, right? And that's significant because for all of their lives prior to 1865, they were considered chattel property or movable property. And so now they have the ability to act as citizens.
The original settlers, those newly freed slaves, called it Freewoods, the woods that was free. And that name sort of caught on and became the name of their new community, the Freewoods community.
To name this space Freewoods community, I think is just a powerful symbol of Black people's endurance after centuries of bondage to be able to come into the woods and be free and to develop it into a successful community.
My family members all live along here. My brother lives over here. Geneva lives right up here. And this is my home right on the left here. Now, of course, when I was growing up, all of this was farmland.
James Small is a descendant of the founders of the Freewoods community. He still farms his grandfather's land.
My grandparents raised me, and of course, where we were at was on a farm. So everything that I did was around that farming life. I followed step by step right behind my grandfather or in front of him, beside him where he went. We had that we owned, I believe, was right at 19, 20 acres. And I feel that we should keep it as long as we can, just to have something of value.
But as the Myrtle Beach area grows, the owners of this historic land are under increasing pressure to sell to developers.
This is where Henry Smalls grew corn. This is what's happening to that cornfield right now.
It is hurtful to ride by and see. I remember 5 years ago I was plowing that field there, but now there's 10 houses there, so it doesn't take long for it to be developed. It's all around me, but we're not ready to part of it yet.
This is Hattie Small's property. This is a 100-acre tract, and Miss Hattie tried very desperately during her latter years to clear up the title to this property, but was unsuccessful. So far as I can determine, she did not get 1 penny for this property.
Whenever you don't have any place for your great-great-grands to put a house, we don't have any dirt for them to put a house on, you're in trouble. You can't go to the store and get it for $3. They would have to live wherever they can, but not where your family roots were.
This is about the historic preservation of really exceptional communities in the southern states, and we need to preserve these as much as we preserve Civil War battlefields, right? There's not been the same kind of efforts to preserve the land spaces that housed Black people right after the Civil War ended.